I want your view on the Adani crisis and whether or not you were surprised by some of the allegations that were raised in the Hindenburg report. How credible are they, in your view?
I'm not surprised. I mean, as you know, these things happen when you have huge companies that are growing fast and are heavily leveraged. You could have all kinds of issues. And not only in India, but the U.S., all over Europe. There are many cases like this, as you know. The bottom line is, first of all, the Adani companies represent, about 6% of the Indian index. It's big, but it's not that significant. And you can see the index has not suffered that much. That's number one. Number two, the good news, in my view, is that it calls to attention to the world that India is big, and there's some very big companies in India. So the publicity on the international press, in some ways, beneficial. It wakes up people who have been sleeping and not looking at India the way they should. As a big country and a very fast-growing country. So at the end of the day, I think this will pass. And the good news, of course, is that the allegations will raise questions and there'll be examination of other companies and the corporate governance will probably improve as a result.
Mark, I know you didn't participate in the share sale with Adani. You have said in the past that you were spooked by the debt burden, but I want to know, were you concerned about the state of Adani? Did you have concerns about any of these businesses before the release of the Hindenburg report?
Of course. I mean, when you're in these huge infrastructure projects, particularly if it's outside of India, and as you know, they've been exploring other areas of the world, you get into lots of political risks. So the political risk becomes paramount when you have a very big debt pile and you're trying to make money to pay off that debt. And maybe some political event will put a wrench into the gears so that you're not able to pay back. So that's one of the big problems that I had.